clean like idioform between the tall letters of death. I see life. Purity before I step to the door, and at the door, and as I pass out the door. Line, orbit, locus, peril, deed, and map of blaze, peril of immediate hunter, days, whirl of supreme migrator, pull of his gravite anchor, fact, act of me, to me, knitter, cleaver of me, intact. The soul swarms with angels. If soul but knew it, I heard an angel once exclaim within the orbit, behold us, thy good inhabitants, present all but kingless, rise then and steer us by thy compass grace. But needle would not move, compass would not stir, sleep was so velvet, soul refused to be air. As much as I perceive the future, lo, the future perceives me, a mutuality of eyes, untanglement beyond possibility, to knit together weaving. None can affect suture, not I, if I miss, though I work, though I broke all my life. Long ago, these futures were well. Architecture, most pure, most splendid. God, pyramidal darkness, and I, fire, climbing it. My bright lion coming down Jacob's ladder, he, my bright lion coming down. Whatever in you flows, whatever in you can praise, laurel, fruit, or stone. To my bright lion cast it now. Look in his mouth, oh look in that clean mouth. How bravely carries he, God, the dark corpse, out of shining heaven at last. In my undream of death I unspoke the word. Since nobody had dared, with my own breath I broke the cord. Dead was the word hurled to its tomb. Dead with the dead. Alas, around it hurled. Behold, God with a broken head. Clean like idioform, between the tall letters of death I see life. This to me is immortal, whether immortal. Spelling the elegant interweaver I call hero, beautiful as a child eating raw carrot, whole as a child's eyes, gazing at you. Death builds her heroes, intensely clean. Death builds her heroes, intensely whole, a man and death indeed. Hands on the piano are armless. No one is at the piano. The hands begin and end there. These, no one's hands are there, crystal and clear upon the keys, playing what they play, playing what they are, playing the sound of identity. Yet how absurd, how absurd, how absurd! Description of a girl. Very well seen by the lover, if at all, or her mirror, or herself in the bathing. Who can describe her if not her lover? Who thinks, shall I really know her? Shall I really part her? She, my love, describe her to me. Describe her to me, young lover. Or thou, mirror, which says I am herself, yet not her. Am I herself in crystal? Mathematics, describe her too to me. Or herself in the bath, saying, my lover should have all these, how I ache too. Give him all these, come here, have all these, describe her to me. And tell of the corners of love, how many there. Do it for the young lovers, tell. Of the corners of love, where, how many? Do it for the young lovers who are not so sure. They must know for to love well, so do tell them listen, young lovers. Love's corners he but two built, only two. Love's corners be built two, but they will. Two, but all. One corner of lovers. It's there. You can tell. One corner. Hers. It's there. You can tell. And this is all for to tell. Now, love well. My first war was 10. As 12 tall waves, I combat, quester the sun. My eyes, I dug my graves in the sun's deep eyes. My next war for 7, as 12 tall sails, I combat, quester the moon. My eyes, I dug my grave in the moon's green eyes. My third war was 5, as 12 tall gales I combat, quester the fire. My eyes, I dug my grave in the fire's long eyes. My fourth war was 3, as 12 tall seas I combat, quester the truth. My eyes, I dug my grave in the truth's blind eyes. My last war was 1. As 12 tall Christ, I combat weary with death. My eyes, I dug my grave in love's true eyes. In not getting there is perfect arrival. Success is too much defeat. Laureateship is the way as rival to the defeatless feet. Jesus never got there. He arrived perfectly. The obstructive cross uprose as rival and contrived to laurel the defeatless ghost. To be central or God I came, Jesus cross high, unstrange at all. Everybody's clock ticks death's weather to commemorate which tunes laud the last page. God I, nathless, autobiographize, complete, central on the first page. Jewels do not glow for the eternal eye. These design purest ray for self, joy. So do men of immortal mien. These perform for the internal firm. Jewels and sun, self-beauty scan. Vanity, sin, to create ethical sun. Does death revise? No, he merely reviews. Revisal is correction. Review, accepted, circumstantial. dark hero out of death's answers, my deep hero out of death's mirrors, my living brilliant, my living garnet, he dazzles me with all death's emeralds. He, death's scholar, victim power, all death's treasuries, all death's manuscripts, all death's jewels, from all her lives, locked in a look of his eyes. He seetheth me, and driveth me out of my kingdom to shine. He seetheth me, he driveth me, he raceth me to the wild and bold direction, to the great and bold destruction. He grazes me, he raceth me, he dazeth me to the great and bold answers, to the bright and final answers. He beholdeth me, he goldeth me, foldeth me to living primogentite, verb living garnet. What is equal to is equal to, but not it. Equality is achieved relation, but the equation is not identity. Identity is solitary unit. Crisp is God's anger, it cracks with tenderness. He is so much sun, he must in the end caress. I caused his anger once, he smote the dark into me fierce, but then it broke. He placed me again amongst his peers.
Ang galing ng